Alright, so I'll show you guys a very quick version of risotto. I definitely highly recommend this dish because one, it is very easy and it's very delicious and it's quite cheap. Risotto is an Italian dish. It's one of the most famous dishes on Hell's Kitchen, starring Gordon Ramsay. But yes, I will be showing you guys how to do a shortcut. So risotto rice, which is this one. And again, just like yesterday, I've soaked them in water for 24 hours. Do not throw the water away, okay? It has the starch, and the starch is what makes risotto really creamy. So just soak them in here, not too much water, just a little bit above, and that's it. You need butter, you need cheese. You're supposed to use real Parmesan, but I'm going with this, the popcorn seasoning, which is a cheat code. It tastes good, okay? And then you'll need the good old MSG, every Asian house staple. First of all, you are just going to pour the risotto rice and the water in the pan. It looks like a mess, because it is. Use a spatula. Now put it on medium to medium high heat and start cooking the rice. I'm gonna put in a little bit of chicken powder to make the stock. It's for flavoring, really. Don't put too much in it because the real salt, the real seasoning I want is in here. So just cook it like this. You'll be able to make this in about 10 minutes or so, depending. See how the water is still very loose, it's still watery? That means that the starch of the rice has not released yet. But once you start cooking it, the rice blooms and releases the starch, which will thicken up the water. And that's where you want that creaminess. It doesn't come from the cheese. It doesn't come from whatever cream or whatever stuff you add in there, okay? And the reason you keep stirring is because you want to cook the rice evenly, all right? If you just leave it like this rice on top will cook less slower than the rice on the bottom. And this is what you want, a gentle simmer. As you can see here, it's already starting to cook and the water is starting to become very starch-like. It's becoming thicker. See, that's the texture that I want, but I don't think the rice is cooked yet. So you take a little bit bite. I can taste the rice, but it's still not cooked. So it's not cooked yet. You're gonna add a little bit of water. Not too much, just a little bit. If you add too much, it'll kill the heat. Just slowly bring it back. If you don't want to incur the wrath of Gordon Ramsay, never overcook your risotto. As you can see, it's very creamy, and that's what you want. A very starchy, creamy risotto. Afterwards, give another taste. Still not there. Don't rush it. If it's evaporating too quickly, just take it off the stove or turn the heat down. No need to rush. Just keep stirring. And once it's done, this is where the fun begins. You can add whatever you want. Rather than just adding these two, which is your cheese and your butter, feel free to add shrimp, some leftover chicken, some frozen peas, some carrots, whatever you want. Mushrooms, it's all good. It's a very simple dish, or at least I'm making it to the point of being very simple, so you guys don't know, so you guys can cook it yourself. Stir, 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 and keep tasting it. Another 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes, and we're good. Again, don't add too much water, or else you'll drown it. Just add a little bit of water at a time. Usually in a restaurant, this dish takes at least about 15 minutes. Okay, that's good. And now what I'm gonna do is turn the heat off, and I'm gonna add a crap ton of butter. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. Depending on how you like your risotto, it could be a little bit on the wetter side, it could be a little bit on the drier side. It's really up to you. There's no wrong way to making it. The only way you make it wrong is if you overcook it, which I have not. This is a little bit on the wet side for me, but it's fine. So I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit to try and cook it out. Just a tad more water out. And that's what I want. This is the texture that I like. And now, controversial part. Oh, this is the wrong one. My bad. Parmesan. I use it as salt. You can add fresh cheese, but I'm just saying that fresh cheese costs a lot more money. But damn, that doesn't look good. I don't know what does. Again, you can add chicken in here. You can add some fish in there. You can add some mushroom. You can add some vegetables. If you want to impress someone, just say, just make this dish. It's super easy. Look at that. That is delicious. And I can taste every bite of rice. And that's what you call al dente. That took what? 12 minutes or something like that? And all you do is just stir.